Okay. Suppose if somebody is mocking at me, means because of this language. So first thing is that obviously this language is not my mother tongue, and I'm learning this language. So it's very natural for me. Means obviously I can make mistake. Even maybe I'm practicing and I'm doing, making conversation. So maybe I'm also doing mistake. But so mistakes are the things. Means making mistake. That means you are learning something new. So I will see this approach in a different way, because the first thing is that this is not our mother tongue and we are just learning this language. And second thing is that we can take it as a positive way and we can start to work on ourselves, and especially the areas where we need to improvement. If we have to see ourselves and we have to check this is the real one, if really this is the positive feedback, so we have to take it as a positive. And if they are mocking and if they, so we should be aware about our thoughts. And suppose I'm speaking and means if I know that okay I'm doing some mistake, I'm doing some grammatical mistake, or sometimes I go fast, so I know about that. So what I have to do, I have to take it positive and I have to work on it. So how are you?
Very good afternoon, ma'am. I'm doing great. What about you? How are you doing today?
Yeah, I am also doing great, fantastic.
Wow,
Thank you.
delighted to hear that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, me too. Yeah, thank you for
hmm
asking.
Most welcome, ma'am. So, as this is the first time I'm talking with you on video call, so I want you to give me your brief introduction.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm just sure I'm giving. And as you already know, my name, Lalita this side, and I was born and raised in Uttarakhand, but currently we are living in Noida. And if I go into my qualification, so I have done my master's in English literature, and after that I did B.Ed, Bachelor of Education I did. And after B.Ed, I did a job also. I was a teacher, and it's have been almost 4 years I did teaching, and I'm blessed with a son. So the day my son was born, that day I left my job, and now it's have been almost 6 years, and now I'm not doing any job, and now I'm learning this language. It's have been more than 1 year I'm learning this language, and now I'm going to dreaming to become a language trainer. So that's the reason I'm also striving hard to go for the advanced level, and that's why I started to connect with the people. Yeah, that's all about me.
Wow, that's really a bombastic and very marvelous introduction from your side, and I'm being glad to know about you, your journey, whatever you have done in your academic schedule. Everything is really up to the mark. Thanks. And let me just quickly introduce myself.
Yes,
Well,
yes,
my name
sure.
is Shiv, and as you know very well, that I'm also from Uttarakhand. By profession, I'm a central government employee, and as far as my academic qualification concerned, I'm done with my master in English, master in commerce, and this year I'm pursuing my master in economics. This is my final year. Moreover, I do teach English to beginners and intimate speakers through different online applications as an unofficial English trainer. And I run my own YouTube channel by the name of English with Teacher Shiv, where I'm
Mhm.
uploading spoken English content and sometime one-to-one conversational videos as we are having right now. So that's all from
Mhm.
my side in brief.
Okay, great, great, great. Great to know about you also. Means you are doing, there are a lot of things in your plate at the same time. And it's very, means obviously, and how you are managing all the things.
Well, for this, I do have two statements. First one, having said that, if you have need, so you'll get the seed.
Mhm.
And the second one is necessity is the mother of all inventions. So
Hmm.
this is something that this is my necessity. I need to learn English in such a way that I can sound more proficient and eloquent.
Hmm.
And if you want to master a second language, it needs high level of effort and perseverance you have
Hmm.
to put on. So that's what I'm doing, and it's been more than 2.5 years. I've been learning this language. At the same time, it's been 2 years. I've been guiding, assisting so many aspirants who are looking forward their advancement and modification in their spoken English. So that's how
Yes.
it goes.
Great, great. Means obviously you said right, because when we have a need or necessity, really, if we want to do so, we can get the time and we can steal the time from the another thing.
Yeah, true. I agree with that because most of the time I've seen people have the complaint that they don't have time. They have a very hectic schedule.
Mm,
Their office work, then their home too, then their responsibility of family and society, and so other stuff, so many other
mm.
stuff. So for them, they have been complaining that it's really difficult to find time. But what I believe, if no one has time in this era, to be
Yes.
very frank with you.
Mm,
But as you said, you have to steal the time for yourself, for your
mm.
development, for your
Yes.
success.
Yes, 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 yes. That is important actually, no? For everyone, success and confidence is a both are the means it's important for the it's a the important element for each and every personality.
True. Yeah.
So yeah, so
And
that's why
if
it's
you
very
have any
important to work
specific
on.
question, you can ask anything that have in your mind.
Now, if you want to ask anything, obviously, so you can ask.
Well, I have
I
a
don't.
very simple and straightforward question for you. I just want to know about your English journey. Like, when did you start your learning this language, and what are the obstacles you have faced in your initial days, and what are the steps you are following every single day in order to being fluent in this language?
Okay. Actually, I started this journey because I was preparing for the literature exam, PGT exam. So I was preparing for that exam, government exam. So I started to prepare. So I was preparing like grammar, vocabulary, and the literature. But gradually I found myself I am engrossing more into the language part compared to the literature, into the vocabulary, into the grammar, or into the speaking and the writing also. So gradually, I was engrossing myself into these things like automatically within myself. Like every day, I was finding good when I was doing reading and when I was doing writing, when I was making the sentences, when I was using the new vocabulary and making sentences. So these are the things which I started to do, and gradually I found myself I am going to into in the language. So I started to connect with the people, and when I started, it's have been almost 1 year. I started to talk to the people through the audio call, and through Joestock app. So I feel very good after talking to the people and know about their journey. I also share my journey. So that's the journey begins, and it's have been almost 2 months. I started to connect to the people through the Skype app and some of YouTubers too because they have their own channel. So that's why they approached me also through the Skype app or through the YouTube. Means to have a conversation. So that's the way. I mean, I do every day. I'm working on the core aspect of the language where I'm working like LSRW manner. Like every day I do listen and listening, reading, writing, and speaking. All the aspect I'm covering and all the aspect I'm doing practice daily on the daily basis. That's my approach.
Wow, that's really great. In fact, uh, you have been doing so many stuff in order to being fluent in this language, and as you said that LSRW, you're focusing on that as well. Whereas you have taken English like a literature, but still you found that it's not about literature only. It's just all about a language that I need to
Hmm.
master on, so that I would able to connect with so many beautiful souls
Hmm.
the way I want, and you
Hmm.
would be more expressive. So that's
Hmm.
really great.
Yes.
So I do have only this question for you, but if you have anything else to ask me, please go ahead.
And you can tell me about your journey, means how you started, and obviously how you started, and which motivates you to learn this language, which fascinates you to go and to do all the things in the same time and to manage the time. Obviously, na, you have a desire, burning desire, so that's why you can do. If for that you have to, I think, burn a midnight like a midnight oil. So.
Well, in my case, I was quite lucky, and at the same time unlucky, because I just selected as a government employee, and after 1 month when I joined the office, I've heard one a colleague over there in my at my office. He was speaking English, and the way he was speaking, I was literally fascinated by the way he
Hmm.
was speaking. And
Hmm.
simply, I went to him and I asked him that, brother, the way you are speaking is really marvelous. Would you mind if you tell me that how did you learn this language? Then he suggested me the name of one application, and from there only I started my journey. But as I said to you that I completed my education from independent school, there was no subject like English in my school days. So that was something which is a kind of very hard thing because I have to start from scratches, from zero. And when I started using that application, that was my first day, and you won't believe someone has insulted me so badly. He
Okay.
said to me that, sir, not even sir, he said, Shiv, the way you are speaking seems to that you are rapist of this language and you are doing postmortem. And I was quite shocked. Like, I don't even know who is this guy. And okay, fine. As I am a beginner and I don't know how to speak English, and that's why I'm
Yes.
here on this platform. So how can he insult me in this way? I didn't say anything wrong to him, but yes, I just say only one thing that you are criticizing me just because you are far better than me, as if now.
Yeah.
But to
Hmm.
be very frank with you, I promise to you, and I made a commitment to myself as well that I don't know how will I do, but anyhow, at any cost, by hook by crook, I'm gonna master this language, and I would speak
Hmm.
English far better than you. So that was the turning point of my life, and from there only I started learning this language. Then
Hmm.
I did practice for 14 to 16 hours every single day for the next 3 months, along with my job, my study, and my private life as well. That was the like something that motivates me a lot. That criticism was inspiration for me. I took that criticism in a
Hmm.
positive way as a challenge,
Hmm.
and after a period of time, I started speaking English with many native speakers as well. But I was not even happy with my performance. Then I have asked the same question to one of my teachers that what shall I do because I'm not able to see the expected performance or improvement in my spoken English. Then she suggested me that why don't you start teaching others? I told her that, ma'am, I don't think so. Like I'm that much eligible, or I don't even have that potential that I can teach anyone right now.
Hmm.
I need to work upon myself first. Then she told me that if you want to learn this language, start teaching. That's the best technique that you can use in order to
Hmm.
being fluent in this language. So I said, okay, fine, let's try. So from there only, I started guiding and assisting to beginners who are very, very beginners who don't even have a basic understanding of this language.
Hmm.
And then I started using different online platforms. Then I started using some, WhatsApp communities. I've joined there. From there as well, like I started improving eventually. So here I'm in front of you. Though I'm not proficient, I'm not perfect, because I believe every single person has some loopholes, a dark
Hmm.
corner where he or she has to work upon.
Yes.
So there is always room for improvement. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm trying to improve every single day. That's all from my side.
Yeah, yeah, but you are doing great, obviously. Na? This is a journey from where you start and today where you are. We cannot compare ourselves to someone else. Only we can compare to ourselves where I was yesterday and where I am today. That's a journey. Yeah,
Agreed.
great, 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 great. So, what you are doing now to improve and to go for the next level? What are your ways?
Well, the first thing that I would suggest to everyone, if you really want to improve, you need to work upon your shortcomings and drawbacks which you have.
Hmm.
Until unless you would not work on your weak points, I don't
Hmm.
think so. Like you can improve the way
Hmm.
you want to improve.
Hmm.
So I know, as I shared with you, that I haven't taken English as a subject and I haven't learned it in academic way. I
Hmm.
took English as a language and I learned in that way. So
Hmm.
I haven't learned grammar in my entire life, and sometimes when I'm speaking, I'm making a lot of mistake in grammar as well. So
Hmm.
that's what I'm doing. What I'm doing now these days, I'm just trying to focus on my grammar part. I'm trying to accurate math spoken English because minor mistakes here and there, that's totally fine. But
Yes.
once you are at that level where you consider yourself as a non-official English trainer, none of them would allow you to make a single mistake, and major mistakes are not even allowed. Most of the
Hmm.
time I've seen people are doing blunder, and
Hmm.
that sounds quite awkward. Okay, fine, maybe they would not say in front of you and at your face, but
Hmm.
behind you definitely they are going to judge you just because
Hmm.
of your these weak points. So
Hmm.
I'm just trying to work upon my grammar these days, not thoroughly, not in a deep level, but superficially. To that
Hmm.
level where I can speak English with minimal grammar mistakes so that it makes some sense to people to whom I'm talking.
Hmm. Okay, great, great. So what else? Means what else you are doing? Like you are working on your shortcomings, or you told me your weaknesses, and you already know means your grammar part is little bit where you have to need to work on it. And along with that, what else? What you think about your English, and what else? Which areas you have to work on it, and what you are doing for that?
Well, Nan, to be very honest with you, English is not our first language, correct? So if you leave your practice only for 1 or 2 days, then see the consequence.
Hmm.
If you really want to reach on the level where you are expecting yourself, all you have to do is you have to be consistent. The
Yes, that.
source doesn't matter. Tool doesn't matter that what exactly you are using, but make sure that you have to be regular towards your practice. So in
Hmm.
my case, what I'm doing every day, I do take session on my own WhatsApp group where I'm just sharing my knowledge with people who have joined at free of cost. I
Mm-hmm.
do take at least one-to-one video session as I'm having with you on this application
Mm-hmm.
for the sake of building my confidence and
Hmm.
getting experience of real life speaking.
Hmm.
Third, I do use 1 or 2 application for at least 1 hour so that I would be more consistent and I would be able to know the problems co-learners have been facing. And I'm
Hmm.
trying my best to give a resolution best of my knowledge.
Great.
Last but not least, I do write at least 1 page every single day, and I read at least 1 page every single day
Hmm.
to consume English as much as possible because language, especially second or might be third language, which you are trying to master on, works in this way. The algorithm works in this way. If you understand the mechanism and psychology behind it, all you have to do, you need to fill your brain with this language. If
Hmm.
your brain is filled, then as soon as you open your mouth, what will come out? English only. But if you
Hmm.
don't have input, how are you going to output? So
Hmm.
listening, writing, and reading is something which allows you to
Great.
maximize your input.
Hmm. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same approach I also follow, and I think this is the best way. Practice means you cannot beat. There is no solution, and there is no thing if you are not doing practice. So means there is no other ways to make the best version of yourself and to make best in this language. Practice is the only solution, and practice before practice. Obviously, we have to give the input through the reading, writing, and like writing.
True.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I've seen many times, like, what people are, what kind of mistakes people are making when it comes to learning this language. First, they don't even know why they are learning.
Hmm.
They are running like a rat race. It's
Hmm.
like a lack of right approach of learning. They don't have right approach of learning.
Hmm.
Third, they don't even have a single powerful reason to master this language.
Hmm.
And last but not least, and very effective point, and that is procrastination. They
Hmm.
have been procrastination for a long period of time. No matter how many suggestions, tips and tricks, tactics, advices they
Hmm.
have been getting from trainers and
Other.
teachers, until
Hmm.
unless they would not change their theoretical knowledge into the
Hmm.
practical one, they
Yes,
would not
yes.
follow those things on ground level, they would
Hmm.
not indulge themselves into
Sure.
implementation.
Hmm.
Everything is nothing but more than a garbage,
Yes, yes.
and then they are expecting the level of improvement from themselves. So that's not possible.
Yes,
Something that
yes.
they are just blasting air balloons.
Hmm. Great. Yeah. This is the thing, actually. Yeah, we are expecting too much and we are doing procrastination, and just we do not want to do practice because practice is the only solution. And but nobody, everybody knows the ways.
That's true. But the problem is we know what we have to do, but we are not even ready to do that. And that's the
Hmm.
very critical problem we have been facing.
Same,
So
yeah.
what I believe, if you really want to master this language, first find a reason behind it, that why do you
Mm.
want to master it. Second, try to understand the psychology. Okay, fine. The path, the tips and tricks which I have followed doesn't mean you have to follow the same,
Yes, yes,
because the
everybody.
shoes fit for me might
Mm.
pinch others,
Yes.
right? So I want everyone to find his own best technique to
Mm.
learn this language.
Learn.
That's how
Mm-hmm.
it works.
Mm. Sure. These are the ways. We have to find our ways.
Correct.
Yeah.
And what about you? Like, for example, if someone is insulting you just because you are not good at your spoken English and you are making a lot of mistake, what will you do in that situation? How will you tackle that?
Okay. Suppose if somebody is mocking at me, means because of this language. So first thing is that obviously this language is not my mother tongue, and I'm learning this language. So it's very natural for me. Means obviously I can make mistake. Even maybe I'm practicing and I'm making conversation. So maybe I'm also doing mistake. But so mistakes are the things. Means making mistake. That means you are learning something new. So I will see this approach in a different way, because the first thing is that this is not our mother tongue and we are just learning this language. And second thing is that we can take it as a positive way, and we can start to work on ourselves, and especially the areas where we need to improvement. If we have to see ourselves and we have to check this is the real one, if really this is the positive feedback, so we have to take it as a positive. And if they are mocking, and if they, so we should be aware about our thoughts. And suppose I'm speaking, and means if I know that okay, I'm doing some mistake, I'm doing some grammatical mistake, or sometimes I go fast, so I know about that. So what I have to do, I have to take it positive and I have to work on it. That is important,
Yeah. I agree. I
rather
totally
than
agree with
criticizing
you.
others. Yes, rather than criticizing other, there is no use, I think, to criticizing other.
Yeah, correct. Otherwise, there is no difference between the person who have criticized you and you, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
That's
Actually, we
correct.
can change ourselves. We cannot change to everybody. Only we can work on ourselves, and we can change to ourselves. We cannot change to everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody is
that's
different.
true.
Everybody thinking is different. Everybody thinking process or experiences are different. So we means we think about means whatever happened in the past, our past. So our experiences are like that. Behave are based on it. So
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
true.
for a different for everybody's experiences are different. So we make our thought, we make our awareness according to our whatever happened in the past, according to our belief system, according to our
Yes.
thoughts.
Yeah. But in my case, I simply say that criticism are two types. First one is constructive. Second one is destructive. Constructive feedback, or you can say criticism, something that someone who is really beloved one, or
Hmm.
someone who is thinking about your welfare, want
Hmm.
you to improve, want
So yeah.
you to progress. He's
Hmm.
observing you. He's giving his precious time, and then
Hmm.
after, based on that deep observation, he is criticizing you. Criticizing, that he wants you to work upon your that those flaws.
Hmm.
That is
To go
something
for the
that
next step.
must
Hmm.
appreciate. Yeah.
Hmm.
So we
Hmm.
have to welcome that
Hmm.
kind of criticism. We have to take it in a constructive way.
Yeah,
On the
correct.
other hand, destructive comparison means you know very well the guy who's criticizing you for the sake of to let you down, to
Hmm.
just demoralize you, to
Hmm.
make you anxious and nervous about your
Hmm.
learning, because they might be feeling jealousy because of your
Hmm.
progress and you're
Hmm.
improving. And that's why
Hmm.
they are trying to create some hindrance in your
Yes,
path to
yeah, it
being
is.
fluent in this language. So
Hmm.
in this case, we should not think about these people,
Hmm.
ignore them, avoid
Yes.
them, and just move to a path.
Okay, yeah, yeah. We can
And
do our work.
exactly. And second thing, like we should be optimistic. We
Hmm.
need to understand the power of positive. If we want to explore ourselves, we want
Hmm.
to grow. So
Hmm.
we should not waste our precious time in these kind of people who don't even
Hmm.
have any value in our life, and we don't even know who are they people, right?
Yes.
So the best thing, all you have to do, whatever you are doing, just try to focus a lot, uh,
Hmm.
give your best effort, and do hard work. The day you will get mastery on that particular thing, that would be the best reply to all of them, and they feel guilty and repent on themselves that why they have insulted you. look
Yes.
at this girl, look at this guy. Now he is better than everyone, right?
Mm. Yes.
Because action speaks louder than words. We should
What?
not waste our words or energy in these kind of people,
Yes, yes,
right?
yes.
So
Okay.
that's all I are from my side.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
I think now time is about to end, and if you have anything else to ask, so you can. Otherwise, allow me to wrap up this call.
Yes, yes, yes. We can wrap up. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, ma'am, for connecting with me and giving your precious time. It was
Same.
really a fruitful, constructive, and productive conversation with you, which I have enjoyed. Hopefully, you as well.
Yes.
And looking forward to talk with you again on some other aspect of the same language.
Same. I'm also thankful to giving me your precious time, and I also feel connected, feel good after connecting to the people, especially for the English community people. So that I can also learn, I can also share my experiences. So this is a good community, and it's a fruitful session, obviously.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. So keep talking, keep planning, keep improving, and keep shining. Wish you all the best for your upcoming English journey. See you
Thank
around.
you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.